the families that pay for it. It's your friends that pay for it. It's not you. It's, you know, you're taking the easy way out. You're getting clipped or whacked or whatever. You know, like time and time over again, we see it's a short-lived lifestyle. You're up there for a couple of minutes, next thing you know, you're gone. Somebody else takes your spot. And there's a big line of people waiting to take your spot. It's only a matter of time before it happens. It's just, you know, if you can stay out of it, stay out of it.
The first day that I went to the streets, I was just really lost, and I wanted to be a part of, you know, a part of something bigger than myself, you know, and you know, went down to the local SkyTrain station, and you know, got in with the wrong crowd, you know, 13 years old, and you know, there's 15 or 20 of us hanging around the SkyTrain station selling drugs. And, you know, skipping school and, you know, doing small petty thefts and things of that nature. I felt accepted by the other kids, you know, that were hanging out in my group of friends there, and they're like brothers to me. You know, we do anything for each other.
I think part of it was they were able to feed on his ego and make him feel good or important. They told him that he was good at what he was doing, because I remember hearing that at one time. Well, I'm good at it. Why would I give it up?
One night, probably 3 months after the conditional sentence was given to me, I was out at a club with these guys, and we got into an altercation with another group of guys that we didn't like, that we knew from around town. Words were exchanged outside the club. I remember there was one guy in particular in my group who I knew was total hothead. The guy was a sociopath, and he had a gun in his waistband. So as words were being exchanged, my plan was to just go up, get the gun from him, ask him to pass me the gun, and I was just gonna go and take it and put it in my car, because to be honest, I still was of the mindset of like a normal kid. I was almost like playing a role, and I really didn't want anybody to get shot outside the nightclub. Unfortunately for me, the bouncers saw him pass me the gun. Nightclub in particular we were at always has a lot of police around it, so I ran around the corner to put the gun in my trunk, and then was promptly swarmed by the police. And I woke up the next day to what would be many more mornings in jail. And you know, it didn't matter that security camera footage and probably some witness statements would have proved my side of the story. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to look like a rat. So I just shut up and took it. And you know what? And that guy, the guy who I probably saved from shooting somebody or God knows what, at least at a very minimum, waving a gun around in public, which the police would have been there for instantly, he didn't do anything. Like, he just let me take it. He didn't stand up and say the gun was his. He didn't do anything. So off to jail I went again.
You don't go to the mall anymore and just hang out with your girlfriends. Most of your girlfriends don't want to hang out with you anymore because they don't like what you're into, and they don't feel safe with you. So your basic core girlfriends that you grew up in school with, they're really non-existent to you now. They don't want to be with you. Your friends now are all those in the drug world that want to keep you there.
Your other friends, your friends that you had before you became involved in gangs, are busy with school and busy working 9 to 5. And all your free time spent partying at night and sleeping all day. And a lot of my friends realized the direction I was going in and how bad things were getting, and just basically stopped hanging out with me. And to be honest, I couldn't even go to the bar forever, for so long that I couldn't be seen in a bar on Granville Street or anything like that. So you know, someone's having their birthday at this club or that club. Doesn't matter what place it is, I'm not gonna be able to get in anyways. So, and they got to the point where they don't want to be on police radar. They're not even doing anything wrong. And why would they want to be on police radar just because they're hanging out with me? My parents and my normal friends became like a separate world that I didn't belong in. And you detach from them. You get to the point where the only place you feel comfortable in is some shithole strip club, hanging out with the bottom rung of society. And that's the only place you feel that you could ever fit in again.
The police, you're garbage to them. You know, most people will always still view you as that guy, you know? They still picture you running around the streets, you know, with a shank or whatever, and like a maniac, you know? And, you know, I'm not that guy today, and it really bugs me that I'm still viewed that way by a lot of people. Because fear and respect are two very different things, right? And I think I was always feared a lot, but I was never really respected, you know?
He was just about finishing his home sentence. This was probably in December. And he came to me to say that that he was being pressured to get back into selling drugs, and he did not want to. And we chatted about it, and we moved him, and we tried different things that only the two of us knew. But he was fearful that that wasn't going to make it stop.
Exiting your gang, you could get killed. All your friends could turn on you. You might know too much. What if you know a bunch of stuff and now you want to leave the crew? Maybe you're going to be a target to all your friends, or the people that you thought were your friends, right? You know, you might get taxed. You know, you might have to pay 5, 10, 25 grand, $500,000. Who knows who you're hanging out with, right?
It got more difficult, and he started to maybe understand, because he would start to make comments when I asked him later, and he would say, well, you don't understand. It's not that easy to get out. I know things. And there's someone that I can't say no to. So I think there was a lot of things that were going on in the background that, you know, made it very difficult, or had him feel that was not possible. And it all started with an innocent choice and no clue on his part or any of our part of where that could possibly lead.
I usually managed to play things pretty straight. I wasn't a jacker. I didn't go around constantly robbing people, so it was a little bit easier for me. But in terms of your friends in the gang and stuff like that, they don't want you to leave. You're a source of income to them, and the worst thing is, once you leave, you can almost see them going through their head. What does he know? What did we do together? What does he know about me? And you know what? And it's gonna be, what's gonna determine that is the sum total of their thoughts. If they think that you know too much, or you've been involved in some extremely illegal stuff with them, and they don't wanna take the risk of you ever flipping to the cops. I've known more than one person who has caught a bullet in the head for that. There's no money to be made. You're not gonna have protection. You're not gonna have any regular friends. You're not even gonna have any semblance of a regular life. Your life is gonna be full of pain and misery. And you know what? You're gonna drag so many people down into your black hole with you. Your parents, your friends, your siblings. I would just tell them it's not worth it. I mean, it's taken me so long to come back from where I was, and it's been so much hard work that, to be honest, I don't think I have it in me to do it again. And I know some people wouldn't even have it in them, period. And it's just, it's never worth it. I wish I could talk to someone that was directly in front of me that wanted to be involved, because I would tell them it is never worth it. You could tell me any list of reasons, and it's an illusion. It's a mirage. It's like water in the desert. It seems like it's gonna be the best thing ever, but it's just all sand.